Shooter. Are you ready? Stand by.
Shooter, if you are finished, unload and show clear.
Welcome to 3Gun Nation VR, the world's first virtual reality game for 3-gun competition. We are proud to present both classification stages as well as additional stages we designed exclusively for 3Gun Nation VR that will really challenge your shooting skill. The courses of fire known as classifier stages are official 3Gun Nation courses and will record your scores for your account. As you collect scores, you will become classified. Our classes are as follows: amateur, marksman, high marksman, expert, sniper, and pro. The faster your scores are, the higher your classification will become. With each classification you achieve, you will be ranked against other players in your class. Soon, 3Gun Nation VR will host live tournaments in which you compete against others in your class.
因為未撳過 stream 啊。咦？但係我覺得 Oculus 清咗呢個喎。
You actually can start.
Alright, hi guys, I'm Ian, co-founder of Team Bravo Limited, and today we are going to showcase 3Gun Nation VR. So, as you can see right now, this is the main menu of the game. There are several different options for you to take a look at, and there's obviously a lot of things going on around you. So I'm just going to go through them bits by bits, and hopefully you guys can caught on, and I'll showcase to you how the game actually runs. So as you can see on the left side, you see a like a language section where you can change different languages according to where you're from, and also the quality of the game. And right now it's set at Ultra, which is extremely beautiful when you get into the game. And this is the right in front of you is the main core menu, where you can have different stages and different competitions, and also different classifiers as it goes on. And on the right side, you'll see different classifications of your actual scores. As you can see, I'm Yellow Panther, and I'm pro right now, but you guys can always catch up. And you'll see a video section where the 3Gun Nation's president, Pete Brown, actually does a video telling you guys what the game is actually like, and also maybe some news updates in the future. But let's crack on. So now I'm going to go into the beginners pack, where it's obviously, as it states, it's for beginners. It's got 5 stages, and it will teach you guys how the game actually runs and what you have to do inside. So let's go. So yeah, I'm using this HTC 5, which comes with, well, you can get like aftermarket parts for like guns and things like that, so which is extremely viable for 3-gun shooting. So once you get into the game, you see a video right in front of you, which actually explains like what you actually have to do inside the game. and it's very self-explanatory. And once it finishes, I'll go on with more about telling you how to actually shoot this stage. So yeah, good luck. But first of all, you can see two kind of guns on the table in front of you: a rifle and a shotgun. So as you can see in the front, there are two types of targets. The bigger red ones, they're actually rifle targets and pistol targets, and the smaller discs, the red discs, are actually shotgun targets. So basically, what this game you have to do is you have to use the quickest time to complete all these targets for different rifles or different weapons. And so usually, as it states, 3 guns, but some stages actually use 3 guns, like rifles, shotguns and pistols, but this stage is kind of special and for beginners, so it's kind of simple where they're just all laid out, and then all you have to do is use rifles and shotguns. So first I'm going to pick up the rifle, because I like to shoot with rifles first rather than shotgun. And once I've picked up the rifle, I can clip it onto the mock rifle stock, and you can see the holographic sights are actually functional. So this is one thing that I have to explain to you guys about 3 Gun Nation VR is that I'm shooting myself, and I don't get much time to go to the range, but by using this game I can actually practice my skills, because all the optics and the aiming positions, the rifling, it's identical to how I usually shoot in real life. So once I just pick up the rifle and I can see holographic sights reticle really easily, because it's where it is, like it's really extremely realistic. So once I raise my rifle, it's there, it's just there, just like the real thing. So reloading the rifles or reloading the guns inside the game is pretty simple as well. There's a button on most on all the VR controllers on the side. So once you press it, it reloads it. Really simple. And I'm going to explain to you guys. There's a special function with reloading shotguns, just like a real gun. So once you are ready, I'm going to place my hand onto the starting pod, which is right in front of you. Get ready. And once the beeper goes, I can start shooting all the targets. So let's start. So once you complete a target on the rifle targets and the pistol targets, you see a massive green tick, meaning it is done. So once you finish all the painted targets, just like in a real 3-gun competition, you dump your rifle or shotgun into the bucket. And now I'm going to pick up the shotgun, flip it on, I'm going to shoot the shotgun targets. So if I want to reload, since this shotgun only holds 8 rounds, I have to press the reload button 8 times to fully reload the shotgun. And also, if the gun is locked back, the bolt's locked back, by pressing the upper button on the trackpad, it releases the bolt, just like the real thing. So once you finish all the targets, the score will come up, and we'll jump on to the next stage afterwards. So my time is 46 seconds 33, with no penalties added. So I think that was a pretty good warm-up time, but I'll show you guys more later on. So now we go on to the next stage. By pressing the menu button, you go on to the next stage, which is really simple. And as you can see now, there's more targets, and only pistols and shotguns. So basically, pistols you get a smaller bucket as well, and for rifles and shotguns, you put in a big bucket. So let me see how many targets there are. But I do enjoy these kind of videos because it is very educational and explains to you like a lot how the game actually runs and how you should actually shoot all the stages. But yeah, this setting around here is very realistic as well. It's like most ranges I see out in the States as well. So first of all, how I like to plan my stages again, I like to shoot from the left to the right for some reason. It just makes me more comfortable. But for now, as you can see, the shotgun targets are closer to me, so I think I'm going to go with the shotgun first. And I think about stage planning as well, just like a real shooting competition, is that you have to plan out how many shots you're going to shoot before you reload, and also how many shots after you reload. So, for instance, the shotgun holds 8 rounds, so 8 shells. Sorry. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 targets. So obviously I have to reload once. So most reasonable way to reload on this stage is probably 1-2, then reload 2 shells, or not reloading, and after these middle targets I reload 2 shells to finish these 2 targets just in case I miss one round. So and pistols as well. Pistols obviously I have plenty of rounds to do all these targets. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the shotgun first. So now I'm gonna go with the shotgun. So yeah, let's go. Where's the gun go? So I'm just going to restart it now because for some reason the shotgun is not following me. Okay. No worries, but again, yeah, as you can see, the shotguns, when I only have 8 rounds, if I miss one round, I have to reload at this part. Whereas if I don't miss it, I might, depends really how fast I shoot, but I can give it a go again. Right. So again, once I finish with the shotgun, I pick up the pistol. Okay, we'll just finish all the rounds at the last shot. So that was 21 seconds 54 with no penalties again. So as you can see, different stage plannings do affect how fast you shoot, and I do recommend you go through like thinking in your head like how am I going to complete the stage by telling myself like when to reload and which target to shoot first. But yeah, the first guy, what fringe is that? Yeah, is that fringe? 12 second 58. But yeah, so I think I need to work harder to catch up. But people are getting faster and faster once they get to know how to like again, stage planning is very important when it comes to these kind of shooting sports. So again, these targets are kind of far away, but they're kind of a middle distance. But a thing about shooting like fast, or competition shooting, always take your time to aim rather than just spray and pray, because by doing so, don't know why, but it's always quicker at the end if you just aim properly. And if you do aim properly and with enough time or enough practice time, you will get there eventually. Like, obviously it's going to come to you quicker than just spraying and praying every time. So another thing that I like to mention about 3 Gun Nation VR is that the movements in this game. So right before the past 2 stages, you probably just saw me standing there without even actually moving or anything. But in this game, all your movements in real life actually translates into the game. So right now, there's a massive barricade in front of me where I have to complete all the targets underneath the barricade. So by doing so, basically, it's very simple. All I have to do is actually bend down and kneel down. So as you can see, if I bend down and kind of prone on the ground, like sitting there, I actually sit on the ground inside the game as well. And if I want to shoot the left side targets, and I think, well, this competition is kind of weird and awkward, I can always step on the left and point to these targets, and also step to the right to point to these targets if I find them really hard to shoot underneath. So every movement and every kind of step you take in real life, you actually translates into the game. So the questions I get quite a lot when I tell my mates like I'm practicing using VR technology at home shooting targets, and they'll be saying like, mate, won't that make you like really dizzy, because most VR games controls are actually like movement controls are actually using the analog stick, where it makes you like really dizzy. Well, I kind of feel dizzy as well myself, but for these kind of 3-gun VR shooting, because the movement that you do in real life is 1-to-1 ratio compared to in game, so obviously you are in control and you are actually moving yourself, so it does not affect you when it comes to like dizziness or if you get kind of those nauseous feelings playing other VR games. So which is great, because I can spend literally hours and hours on this game without even thinking like I'm really tired right now and I need to take a break. So yeah, let's crack on. So there's different targets in front of me again. Shotgun targets, which is really simple. I've shot them before. Rifle targets, and right now we do have rifles, so I might use rifles to complete them. And also these thin or metal targets, they are pistol targets, which are kind of quite hard to aim. So again, take your time to aim and don't spray and pray, because I just don't like people. Because you, like in real life, you won't spend a load of money on bullets and just spamming them into targets. Whereas, just treat this game like a real actual simulator. Yeah, that's like a simulator, so you won't waste bullets. So right now I think I'm going to do the pistol targets first, might as well. Pistol targets, then rifles, then probably shotgun in the end. Yeah, shotgun in the end. Alright, so just going to pick up the pistol first. Alright, so I'm going to put my hand onto the timer. So these targets are very small, so do take your time to aim. So once I've completed the pistol targets, I'm going to shoot. Shotgun first, I forgot. But I'm going to do the shotgun targets now then. Keep going. The rifle. So, you do get like different kind of scopes. Right now this is an ACOG scope, so it's got magnifications on it. Okay, so once I finish, again, it automatically jumps to the conclusion and it shows you the time now. This is an actual physical game, so you can see me kind of out of breath right now because it is actually quite tiring, and I think it's an actual sport as well, because right now I'm sweating, so it's a sport. That's how I think sports should be like. If you sweat, it's a sport. Okay, so now I'm going to change to the next stage. So the fastest is 2180. Okay, still got a bit of time to catch up to. Okay, so these are all pistol targets. Yeah, my favourite stage, because I only like to run pistols quite a lot compared to rifles. And again, you can see a massive barricade in front of me. I think I have to kneel down to complete these kind of targets, and maybe take a step back to do these kind of targets. The white ones are no shoots, so if you do land a shot onto them, there's a time penalty. So do take the time to aim again and try to avoid them, because by shooting one of these, basically your stage is ruined. So try and avoid them as well. So now I'm going to pick up the pistol. It's got optic on the pistol as well. Obviously it's quicker like target acquisition and also aiming as well. But to be fair, I kind of prefer to iron sights compared to these kind of IMR style optics. But yeah, let's see. Again, I'm going to shoot from the left to the right, because that's just how I like to shoot. Again, don't know why, what happened. But yeah, I had like one miss, which is kind of weird. Again, if you do have like misses, you'll see like a time penalty bonus, well not bonus, like time penalty on the target to show you like which target you actually missed and which no shoots you actually shoot at or shot at. So that's quite a good thing as well, because like in real life, like running one stage takes like 10 minutes. Because you have to do target patching and also all these scoring as well, which takes time. But in VR, because it's all computed and it's all computer calculated, so it's extremely fast. And once you finish stage, you always see your time, like literally 2 seconds afterwards. But yeah, let me try this stage again with no miss, I hope. Okay. Okay, so once I finish again, the time pops up. So my time is 12:32. This guy's time is what, 8:25. So I'm gonna beat his time before I change to the next stage because I think I'm kind of getting into the mood right now. So yeah, 8 seconds 25 is my target right now. So I hope, well, I can't see my watch, but I hope I can beat him in like 4 more stages, 4 more trials. Yeah. But yeah, his time is actually pretty quick. But friends, if you are watching this, hit me up on Facebook or something, because I like to see how you shot the stage as well compared to mine, and how your stage planning is different compared to mine, or is it the same? But yeah, let's crack on. Okay, so no, that was quite slow. But the thing about like these kind of optic sites is that I find it quite hard to look at because it kind of distracts me from actually looking at the hindsight. So, but I can't blame the gun because he's still using the same guns I am. But 8 seconds, that's quite fast. Again, HK massive, 8 seconds 67. That's a very respectable time, and also mini penguin as well, 12:07. But yeah, how come you guys are shooting so quick? It's kind of weird. Because I thought I was the quickest one in this game until now. Okay. But yeah. So I think I'm going to try 2 more times and see if I can beat them. But yeah, okay. Okay. So as you can see, there's a 1 no shoot, so that would be a time penalty of 5 seconds, which adds on to 16:24. So yeah, that's what happens in life. You can't shoot different targets, and if you do aim too fast and not aim properly, this is what happens. So do take your time to aim, and eventually you'll get there like really fast. So so this is my last time trying this stage, and hopefully I do beat him. But yeah, again, if you have one of these like HTZ Vive wireless setup, it's so much better than like wired setup because you can actually like run anywhere you want, and also the movements going down to the ground is a lot easier with no like basically a wire holding you back. So okay. So yeah, getting up and down, it makes me really tired. And so I think, well, for me, I don't actually do like stretches before this, but I think I might need to because my legs are kind of tiring by getting up and down so much. So if you do want to spend more hours on this game, do stretch before playing and treat it as an actual sport. So my time was 12:46. So yeah, I think I need to practice more because this guy's like owning me so hard. 8 seconds 25. Okay, so I'm going to give up now because I'm just so tired. I'm going to go on to the next stage. So this is called Activate. So I like how they like name different stages, and so I can basically, when I do talk to my friends, hey, I'm like shooting really good at this stage, I can just tell them I'm shooting really fast in the Activate stage. So yeah, good on 3GN. So now you see different moving targets, which is kind of new. Again, why this stage is called Activate, because there are different moving targets that is activated by shooting different activated targets. So again, this AK actually has a really high magnification optic on it, so it's for the long range targets. So I think I'm going to go with the shotgun first, then I'll do the pistols and the rifles in the end, because well, I'm not a big fan of like shooting high magnification optics rifles, so I'll do that in the end, but shotguns first. So there's 8 targets, 8 targets, so if I do miss like one round I'm going to reload, but hopefully I don't, and I'll see if I can beat it. Let's just quick start range again, 20 seconds. Okay, load. Oh no. Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah, pistols. Oh no. But yeah. So that's 38 seconds 15. I'm gonna give it a go again. I'll see if I shoot the rifles first, then I'll shoot the shotguns last, and I'll see if there's like a time difference, and how then I can like demonstrate what's different with different plan stages. Well, no, plans, but different stage plannings, and how that affects your time. Okay, so again, rifles first. Oop. So yes, I think that'll be a quick. No, that was only 1 second quicker, but 22 seconds. That's very quick as well. But so now we're going to go on to the next stage. I'll show you guys what else is being offered. So again, so that was the beginner pack. So which is only 5 stages, but obviously we are going to add different stages and also different competitions in the front menu as well. And earlier, what I mentioned about this percentage and what ranking you are, it's the classifiers, but what classifier does is that it offers again 5 different stages for you to actually gain your ranking in Three Gun Nation. So what I've actually played most is actually the classifier, because obviously I want to get to that top ranking where everyone desires. So I'm going to go into the classifiers and show you guys what stages they offer as well. So this is a down and dirty. What a thing about these Three Gun Nation stages are, they kind of you can see them in actual 3-gun competitions, which is great because again I don't have to go out to the range in a hot summer day to practice work. If you stay at home with air conditioning on, or if you live in the Arctic area, stay home when it's actually really warm and practice at your own will. And also it's a lot cheaper as well, so because you don't have to buy bullets. So yeah. Okay, so these kind of stages are kind of more complex, where targets are spread around the stages, and again, like these kind of big barricades are a massive thing for Three Gun Nation, because I don't know why they just bloody love to use it. So I have to get under the table to shoot the targets in front of me, and I've actually done this with the different setting, but right now, Jenskis. He's owning the stage at 19 seconds, so hopefully I do beat him. Okay, so well, on this stage I like to start with the shotguns first, and then the pistols, or should I do the pistols first? I'm going to do the pistols first. Right. So the shotgun's next. So I don't think that was anywhere near 19 seconds. So that's 40 seconds, which no shit. So I'm gonna go on to the next stage. But as you can see, like I'm actually getting really tired. Like this is an actual. Again, I like to emphasize sports because there's a lot of movement that goes on, and a lot of kind of aiming positions which is kind of really realistic because like how I got onto the ground, like when I aimed with the rifle, I had to actually lean onto the side or else my gun would be right into the table and I can't aim properly. So once I am actually leaned down, it feels a lot like an actual shooting competition because like by me leaning, this kind of movements actually translates into the game, so I actually lean in the game as well, which is like all these kind of small things that makes it like really immersive, like brings a really immersive experience to 3 Gun Nation VR. So, am I caught on to something? Okay, yeah, okay, good. So I'm going to go on to the next stage. But yeah, these videos are great, but because I don't have to talk to you, and you can just watch this. Three guns, 3 times the fun, and if you do get like 3 Gun Nation, you can have all those 3 times fun as much as you want at home. Again, there are no shoots in this stage, so just be careful when you aim with those targets. Yeah, again, like when you see these kind of targets where they have a menu on the top saying like which kind of guns you can shoot these targets to, I think it's great again. But be careful is that like in this stage, one tricky thing is these small white discs are pistol targets, but they cannot, obviously they can't be shot with any other guns because if you shoot them with like rifles you get a penalty as well. But as you can see like here, there's a small disc behind the shotgun or the pistol targets. So if you do shoot these 4 with a shotgun, there's a chance that you might actually have a ricochet or round that goes past the first target and land onto the pistol target, which will give you a penalty. So just be careful on these kind of different stages. So obviously I'm going to start with pistols, shooting all these targets, and then shotguns and rifles in the end. So let's go. Okay, so I'm going to start with the steel targets, shotguns and rifles. So that was 18 seconds, which is quite I think it's a respectable time. But there's a guy that's called what is it again? Mascot J's 666. He's got 6 seconds 42, which I think is kind of impossible, but for some reason he actually does it. So good on him. I actually played the stage. I think almost like 50 times or something to get this time. So obviously there's someone else doing better than me. So this is one of my favourite stages as well, because the targets are just like really clear in front of me, and like how I like to shoot these kind of targets, like because in actual like real shooting, I just love shooting poppers because I don't know, it just gives me like really big satisfaction when I just pop them one by one really quick. So these kind of stages are my favourite as well. Okay, so I'm going to start with the again pistols on the right and shotguns after, then rifles in the last part. But why I shoot from the right, well, from the right to left, whereas like normally I shoot from left to right, is that pistol targets are smoother to shoot at compared to, well, for me, compared to shotguns. So I'm going to do all these first, then do the shotguns and rifles last. So yeah, so sometimes in different stages there are different pistols you can choose from, and obviously later on we hope to add different weapons and skins as well, and also optics for you to choose from. So, and also customization, which hopefully we can get that on as soon as possible. So for this I'm going to choose this pistol, it's a Glock. So yeah, pistols first, and then the shotguns and rifles. So let's go. Shotguns. So these kind of like long range targets, you do have to take your time to aim. Okay. So that was 34 seconds, which is kind of shit, but I'll go on to the next stage. And because the next stage is like when I want to show you the potential of Three Gun Nation VR compared to like other shooting sports or other shooting games. So right now we add tape. So there's different settings for stages you might have seen like in this VR experience. So the first one is the desert one, which I've shot plenty of time before, and there's the warehouse, and also finally this massive green field, which most targets are kind of far away, and you do have to take your time to aim as well. And it really like gives you that experience of like an actual open field, and because you can't get these kind of stages, well, often where I live in Hong Kong, and also where I used to live in the States and also in the UK, but you just don't get like these kind of big stages often. But in Three Gun Nation VR you can actually jump onto these stages, and obviously we might in the future make different extension packs and also DLCs where we have like long range targets solely but shots by the rifles, and people can actually practice their rifles at shooting at long range. So let's see how many targets. So I'm going to go with the, again, pistols first, shotguns, and close it off with the rifles. So I just don't know why I like closing off with the rifles, and also I like to shoot with the pistols first because I think I shoot fast on the pistols compared to other firearms on the stable. So pistols first for me all the time. Again, the rifles. Okay, so that was 28 seconds, which is nowhere near the quickest time. So the quickest was 17:41. So my quickest time was only 18:12. So this guy HK Massive, he's doing really well as well. So if you guys want to compete with us or compete with the best shooters around the world on 3gun platforms or 3gun Nation VR, do join us, because it's getting more competitive by the day. And this list, on the first day of launch, there was only 10 people, but now there's 24 people actually making it onto the stage records, and also there's a longer, massive list of other people that are still fighting the spots on the top. So if you guys want to compete with the best, join 3gun Nation VR. It's simple as that. So this is one of the trickier stages as well, because as you can see on the far distance there's rifle targets for you to shoot at, which is small discs, and it's very hard to aim at because they're just so small and far away. And again, there's different long range rifle targets, and these small square plates for shotguns or pistols, and shotgun shells or shotgun targets on the right, and pistols here. So for this stage, I might actually skip on the pistols, because pistols aiming with these kind of small thin targets are very difficult, whereas shotguns, they have a massive spread and these are a lot easier to shoot at. But the payoff to that is that shotguns takes longer to reload, and you have to do a more careful stage planning, because obviously it only holds 8 rounds and there's more than 8 targets around here. So basically what I go through my head when I see a stage like this first is, again, I'm close off with the rifles, so shotguns first. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So there's 19 shotgun targets. So I'm going to shoot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, reload, maybe 4 times, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, again 6. Then I can reload 2 more times and complete these targets. 2 more times to complete these targets. And I think I might have 1 shell left if I did my maths right, which I'm not very good at maths, but these kind of games actually makes you calculate a bit faster, and because you have to do so much maths, thinking where to reload and how many shots I've shot. So after all these shotgun targets, I'm going to dump my gun into the bucket, pick up the rifle, and finish all the rifle targets. So let's go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah. So as you can see, I've missed 2 shots. So then obviously I'm going to run out of bullets, so I'm going to press 8 rounds. Again, so I think I've only got 4 more rounds, so I'm going to press 4 times. And yeah, again, 8 rounds. So once I finish all the shotgun targets, I'm going to pick up the rifle and complete all the rifle targets. Okay, these small discs are very hard to aim at. But if you do have like a bipod or a stand where you can lean against, it's so much easier. But if I'm holding up like this, in an actual shooting competition as well, if you hold up a gun like this for a long period of time, you just start shaking, and it becomes very hard to shoot all the targets at the end, just like now. So once I've completed those targets, there's 2 more pink targets. Oops, where's the other? Okay, so again, once I've completed all the targets, the timer pops up and shows you the time. So yay, 97 seconds. That's very, very slow, but like in these kind of games, there's a certain moment where you just pick up and shoot really fast, and there's always a downfall where you're getting like not tired of the stage, but also like in actual sports, you need to take rest and also get your mindset correct again and basically calm down and do these kind of stages again later on, because if you just keep grinding on and on again, you just get more tired and the time gets slower and slower. So that's my kind of advice for people. If you are trying to get to the top, try and take like short sessions of different stages, and because if you just keep grinding them, it just makes you really tired, and it like the time goes downhill immediately, and they'll be just wasting your time. So try and shoot as much stages in like a sequence as possible, whereas don't grind on one stage, because you're just going to get slower. So yeah, that was the classifier. So once you've completed the classifier stage, you actually get a badge and see it shows you like what kind of percentage group you are in. So there's pro, semi-pro, experts, and also the other, well, in the rest behind. These kind of stages, times, and also the rankings of you are shown on the 3GN VR website. So like for me, if I'm in work and I want to see like if has anyone beaten me on the other side of the globe, because like we all live in a different time zone. So for me, playing at night, maybe someone's morning, and I like to keep updates of the time and see who's actually beat me. And so once if I've noticed someone beating me, I can go home and also start grinding all the stages as well. And another thing is that you'll see like different packs which offers different stages, and there's an intermediate package which also obviously offers like a harder, more kind of pro stages where there's more targets and more stage planning as well. And also on the other side, you'll see different short courses. These kind of courses are from Drills VR, so it's another game that you should look at on Steam, which only focuses on two-gun shooting. But we also offer them here. But the main focus is obviously on the front page with the 3Gun Nation packages, because obviously this is a 3Gun Nation VR, and we want to showcase to you guys what 3-gun shooting is like. And as an educational tool / recreational shooting game, this game actually teaches quite it goes through like a very simple stage and also a very simple learning process for beginners who have never shot a gun before, or always wanted to try 3-gun but never got the chance to. This is a great tool for you to try out, because obviously it offers a wide range of different stages and also weapons, and it gives you that really immersive feeling like you are actually shooting a 3-gun Nation stage, whereas I think most other games right now are kind of more killing and also more kind of not educational but more kind of a recreational direction, whereas 3gun Nation VR offers a really immersive experience. So right now I think I'm going to take a short break from this, and I might find my other partners to showcase you guys more different stages, and just to show you how they plan their stages differently compared to mine. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later.
追上人。
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Good. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed our demonstration of Three Gun Nation VR. And it's a quick demonstration, but obviously we are going to have more developments and also elements and also things to add into the game. And hopefully that brings in more people to try out Three Gun Nation and Three Gun Nation VR. And hopefully, like, our main objective is that we want to bring more people into the shooting sport. And by having this VR technology, we can actually have more people trying out Three Gun Nation VR. And hopefully, I do see you guys more in the range in the actual shooting competitions. And if you do want more information and also videos and tips and training, you can always visit freegunnationvr.com or go onto YouTube and search us out as well. And if you do want to check out this quickest time and also if to see other people's time, do go to the leaderboard section and find out who's beating you or who you're beating who. So watch out, guys. I'm going to go on and explain to you guys more about these games and also tips on how to shoot better later on. And peace out, and I'll see you guys next time.